Faceless freedom. Build a six-figure brand without showing your face. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're like many aspiring creators or entrepreneurs I speak to, the thought of putting your face out there, constantly being on, and chasing viral fame can feel incredibly daunting, maybe even a bit off-putting. You might have this amazing idea, this passion you want to share, or a business you dream of building, but the personal exposure element holds you back. Well, what if I told you that you don't need to go viral with your face? You don't need to be famous, constantly performing for the camera, or feeling that pressure to maintain a public persona to build something truly impactful and profitable. The truth is, you just need a strategy, a smart, sustainable strategy that leverages the power of the internet without demanding your constant visible presence. We're in an era where faceless brands are not just surviving, they are absolutely thriving. Faceless brands are taking over, and the people behind them, they're the ones quietly cashing in every single day, building substantial income streams and impactful communities without ever stepping into the spotlight. They've cracked the code on creating value, engaging audiences, and generating revenue, all while maintaining their privacy and often their sanity. In this video, I want to pull back the curtain on this fascinating world. We're going to explore exactly how you can build a powerful, potentially six-figure brand without ever showing your face. We'll look at why this approach is becoming so popular, the psychology behind its appeal, real-world examples of people absolutely crushing it, the common pitfalls to avoid, the tools you'll need, and the incredible freedom that comes with building anonymously. So if you're ready to learn how to build in silence and let your results do the talking, stick around because this one's for you. So let's dive right in. Why is this idea of faceless content creation gaining so much traction? Well, in my opinion, faceless content isn't just a fleeting trend. It's a genuine revolution in how we think about building online. We're witnessing a significant shift in the creator economy. For years, the narrative has been dominated by personality-driven content, where the creator, the brand. But many are now realizing the immense pressure and potential burnout that comes with that model. Creators are tired of being the product, of having their personal lives intertwined with their business to such a degree. Now, you might be wondering, but Tim, don't audiences want to connect with a person, a face? And that's a valid question. Personal connection is important, but what often gets overlooked is that audiences primarily connect with. They don't ultimately care who you are as an individual nearly as much as they care about what tangible benefit, entertainment, or solution you bring into their lives. Faceless brands tap into this fundamental truth beautifully because they inherently remove the creator's ego from the equation. The focus shifts entirely from me, the creator, to you, the audience, and what I can offer you. This shift is psychologically powerful. When the content isn't about the personality of the presenter, it becomes purely about the message, the information, the story, or the entertainment being provided. All right, theory is great, but let's talk about tangible proof. Does this faceless approach actually work in the real world? Can it genuinely lead to significant income and impact? The answer is a resounding yes, and I want to paint a picture for you with some concrete examples of brands that are quietly winning, often making substantial figures without anyone knowing who is behind the curtain. These aren't just isolated incidents. They're part of a growing movement of savvy creators and entrepreneurs. Consider, for instance, the rise of mindset-focused Instagram Reel pages. I know of several that are consistently pulling in around $8,000 per month. How? They use a simple yet effective formula, compelling viral quotes, aesthetically pleasing stock videos or subtle animations, and often AI-generated voiceovers that deliver motivational messages. They've niched down, understand their audience's desires for daily inspiration, and have systematized their content creation. Chapter 4. Mistakes to avoid when going faceless. Now, while the allure of building a faceless brand is strong, it's crucial to understand that faceless does not equate to effortless or lazy. In fact, because you're not relying on your personal charisma or on-camera presence to carry the content, the underlying strategy and execution become even more critical. It still takes incredibly intentional branding, consistent effort, and a clear understanding of your audience to succeed. Many people dive in thinking it's an easy route, only to falter. So let's discuss some common mistakes to avoid when you decide to go faceless. The first major pitfall I often see is a complete lack of niche clarity. Chapter 5. Tools to build a faceless brand. Okay, so you're convinced about the potential of faceless branding, and you're aware of the pitfalls to avoid. Now, let's get practical and talk about the toolkit. What are the essential tools you can use to build and run a successful faceless brand efficiently? The good news is that there's an abundance of incredible software and platforms available, many of which are affordable or even free to start with. This accessibility is a huge reason why faceless content creation is booming. Let's break down a starter kit for your faceless content engine. First up, video editing. Chapter 6, the big advantage of staying anonymous. We've covered the why, the how, the examples, the mistakes, and the tools. But I want to dedicate this final chapter to what I believe is perhaps the most compelling aspect of building a faceless brand, the profound and multifaceted advantages that come with staying anonymous. It's not just about privacy, though. That's a significant benefit for many. It's about strategic freedom, scalability, and sustainability in a way that personality-driven brands can sometimes struggle to achieve. This, for me, is the biggest win. The primary advantage is an unparalleled level of freedom. When your brand isn't tied to your personal identity, you have the liberty to test different niches, pivot your content strategy, or even experiment with entirely new brand voices without any personal backlash or the need to rebrand yourself. Throw your green light to build in silence. So, as we wrap up, I hope this deep dive into the world of faceless brands has been genuinely eye-opening for you. The key takeaway I want you to leave with is that the path to building a successful, impactful, and profitable online presence doesn't have to involve sacrificing your privacy or becoming a public figure if that's not what you want. The internet has democratized creation and entrepreneurship in ways we're only just beginning to fully appreciate, and faceless branding is a powerful manifestation of that. If you've been on the fence, hesitating to start because the thought of being out there felt overwhelming, then consider this your green light. If you've been waiting for a sign to start building something meaningful, something that can generate income and provide value without putting your personal identity on the line, this is it. You have the permission, the tools are available, and the audience is ready for valuable content regardless of who is creating it. No face, no fear, just strategy. The principles we've discussed today, focusing on value, niching down, maintaining consistency, leveraging the right tools, and understanding the strategic advantages of anonymity, are your foundational playbook. It's about building smart, sustainable digital assets. If you're keen to learn more, make sure to subscribe, as I'll be sharing weekly breakdowns on specific tools, advanced content systems, and more faceless growth playbooks. Let's build in silence and let the results, your success, do all the talking. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.